Hello and happy Friday. I'm Anson, and we are continuing now in week 4 of our New Year's series called The Calling, where we're working on daily drills to help us live with purpose. We talk a lot around here about healing, connection, and purpose, the outworkings of the love of Jesus, the things that he came to bring through the good news of the gospel. And so we're focusing in this series specifically on living this year, 2026, with purpose. And we're studying the Gospel of Luke, and so we've seen how he calls us in various ways to live purposefully as followers of Jesus, as children of God. He calls us to go bring peace to those around us. He follows up that initial call with going a little bit deeper. He calls us to love, and love looks like serving and learning from Jesus and depending on one another, depending on God. In week 3, he takes it a little bit further. We saw the call to choose. And he says, hey, you either are with me or you're against me. You need to choose to gather, to be a part of his missional work of gathering people into his kingdom. And so each week, these calls have gotten progressively more specific, richer. They're building on one another as we go. And that's going to continue this week. Here in week 4, we're going to see the call to watch. In all of these things, going, loving, choosing, there are things that we need to pay attention to, things that we need to watch out for. And in this next section, we're going to see 5 things that Jesus specifically names that we need to watch for, that we need to pay attention to as we hear and follow the call that he's given us in our lives. And just a little bit of a teaser, he starts off with watching out for things that are self-protecting and self-dependent. See, he wants us to depend on him. He wants us to trust in him. But he knows that in our hearts, we all have this instinct, this nature to self-protect and to withdraw from danger and things that are hard and threatening. And he wants us to notice that. And he wants us to act out in these callings to choose him, to trust in him. So 5 things to watch out for. Once again, I think these are really helpful for us. And as we're trying to build on this sense of calling as we go, this is going to be an important week for us. So week 4, the calling, the call to watch, 5 things Jesus wants us to pay attention to. I hope you'll join us this weekend online if you need to, but in person if you can. We're learning and growing together, and I hope to see you then. Until then, have a great weekend.